We coming into some my mind is telling me to say unprecedented, whatever the fuck it is. But we coming into them kind of times, dog. Uh, we coming into them times, man, where you're gonna really have to block out everybody that's not uh, walking the same path as you. You're gonna have to know how to mash the worlds together to be able to maintain balance while we go through this major transition, because a lot of y'all, including myself, are going to be separated from a lot of people for a long time. It's gonna seem like forever, you know. But during that time away, you're going to be glad that you were able to separate yourself to preserve that love you had for them. And it's gonna make sense why everything went the way it did. Now it's gonna feel odd at first. It's gonna feel like you're missing something, but you're gonna have everything you need, especially what you needed from them, around you, and you ain't gonna have to, you know, run back to these places just to see some faces, hoping that you can get something from them that they can't give you. You know what I'm saying? Due to them being on a different program, to where they can only accept and only do as much as they're limited to doing. And that's solely based on what they choose, you know, and chose to do. Uh, and that choice was theirs, you know. It was their choice to limit themselves and limit to their life, you know, so that they can be on a program that they didn't create themselves, but their help, you know, created it. You know what I'm saying? So they placed themselves into a system, and that's what they chose. And you have to be, you know, fully aware and able to stomach that and swallow that truth and continue to swallow that truth. See, most people think when you take just one truth pill, that's it. Now, one thing about the truth, you got to keep taking your dosage. Or if you don't, you'll start back believing the lies again. You'll start back missing the lies. You'll start back lying to yourself, you know, because you're going to get sick without that truth. That truth, you got to have just as much as the truth as you do the lies. That's going to give you a healthy balance. You know what I'm saying? See, the lies, you only take the lies to use them to go do the research. So understand and know that the lies, they are just as important as the truth. That's why they exist. So you got to be able to take the lies and find a way to make them useful, unless you're going to be walking, believing in lies, lying to yourself, and getting sick because you are in need of the truth. And you got every lie that you need to go do the research, but you choose not to because you want to believe that you know when you don't know, you know. And if you do know, you only know about this much. You don't know that much. You don't know it all. And a lot of times, that little bit was not enough. It was enough to get us started and get us addicted, but it wasn't enough to keep us, you know what I'm saying, in pursuit. You know what I'm saying, in pursuing. You know what I'm saying? Also allowing it to come to us. Because see, once you start to walk in the direction that you need to walk, you will no longer have to seek certain things like the truth. You know, the light is just started being shown and shine. You know what I'm saying? In them places where you were blind, and everything you need to see in that darkness over there, which was once darkness, it's gonna show itself. It's gonna appear. You know, whatever was buried beneath, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna rise above. Everybody loves the sunshine. Everything loves the sunshine. You know what I'm saying? Even the very things that don't like the sunshine, they like it because they need it. Just like you need some light in your life. We all can use a little light in our life, and we have to have it. Like I said, even those creatures that don't like the light, they gotta have some of it. They need it to live. They need it just to balance. You know what I'm saying? So my nigga, understand what I'm telling you. Everything that I'm telling you is for your highest good. It's for your highest good. Now I want to talk to you about something else. Well, I got your mind, and I got this shit traveling up your spine at the speed of light. You know what I'm saying? And you're trying to find everything in between the lines. But understand, you know what I'm talking about? It's all dandy and fine until the end of time, my nigga. But listen, let that breathe. Let me put this on you. You know, people always wonder why I always say I don't care for humans, I don't like humans. I say that because that's how I feel at times. Because humans are people, and if you end up living for them, you'll be just as confused, and your thoughts will be just as distorted, and you will make more irrational decisions and create more irrational beliefs if you live the human way, and that alone will keep you heavy and in dark spaces, and in places where you don't grow. It'll keep you in places where there's a lot of stagnation. There's a whole lot of static, so the communication is definitely off. Yeah, man, it's very toxic. It's very polluted. The mind alone of a human is very polluted due to the consumption of toxic waste that they consume, and what they choose to live in. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta produce that, right? You consume, you're gonna produce. So, you know, they ain't got no place to dump it but right there in their environment. So